Hey y'all, this is Marianne Pack, your spiritual guide, and I have a very special guest with us today. I want you to meet my dear friend and colleague, Manda Stack, and she is the founder of mydivineintuition.com. Is that right?
That's correct.
Very good. Well, welcome, Manda.
Oh, thanks, Marianne. How great to be here with you.
Oh, good. I want to tell you all that Manda is she is an intuitive coach and an energy clearing specialist. So we're going to find out, what does that mean? What is that all about? And how could that help us in our joyous journey? So Manda and I have actually been in a coaching program for a year. We were with another coach. And so I've gotten to retreat with her and see her in action, in person, and listen to her talk and present. And it just gives me chill bumps. I got chill bumps right now because she is so good at helping people get clear on their intuition and how to hear it and how to trust it. What do you trust? And how do you develop a relationship with your intuition? So I have a question for Manda today, and I want to know, how did you learn to hear and trust your intuition?
Oh, and that's a fantastic question, Marianne. I'm going to dive right in. And I love what you said about how intuition, it's a relationship between you and your intuition. That's a beautiful way to frame it. So how did I come to connect with my intuition, trust it, and use it? Well, I think many of you could probably relate to my story, because it's a story of twists and turns and sometimes not listening to and acting on my intuition, right? We've all had those. I think we're all born with intuition. We have it, and building a relationship with trusting our inner wisdom is really important. So I can think of many stories I could tell where I didn't listen to my intuition. And one of them has to do with my now ex-husband. So we went on a blind date for our first meeting. And I remember getting into the restaurant booth and sitting down across from him, the first time I met him. And I had this inner, like in my stomach area, I had this sinking feeling. And then I heard, like by my right ear, I heard, "Oh, he's not the one." Like, it was just really brief and quick like that. And I'm like, what? I just arrived on this date. He's not the one. Okay. And so we talked and had a nice time, and, got to know each other, and then we went on some more dates. At that time I had just moved. I didn't really know a lot of people in that area. I was kind of lonely and didn't listen to that initial instinctual gut reaction. And long story short, we kept dating and fell in love. And there were a lot of things that we loved about each other, but ultimately it was not a good fit. So 2.5 years later, after the marriage, we were divorced. So a hard-earned lesson. And I share that because I'm sure, Marianne, you can relate to similar things, and people listening can probably relate to maybe their own relationship choices where they maybe knew that they shouldn't have continued on, but they did, or in a career where they had a sense that shouldn't have been the thing that they did, but they went and did it anyway because on the outside it looked like what they should do. It's what they trained for. And, but yet inside there's this little inner voice speaking. And so often we override that inner wisdom. So I think for all of us, it's a journey, and it's my passion to help people really get clear on that inner voice. So, that we can move forward with freedom and flow and momentum and joy.
Yeah, you were talking about, when we ignore that little tiny voice, and it's like our intuition will never scream at us. It's always a gentle nudging. And like we talked about, with it being a relationship, you have to learn that voice. It's just like somebody picks up the phone and calls you, and you recognize their voice because you have a relationship with them. You've developed that over time. And intuition is the same way. Like you said, I believe we are all born with that intuition from our inner being, that speaking, that relationship that we can develop. And I really appreciate you talking to this, speaking to this, because definitely it's when we don't trust that little quiet, still voice, and we push ahead. And many times I feel like, do you think that, so many times we try to check in with other people. Well, what do you think I should do? You get outside sources when you have everything you need within. You think that gets us in trouble, putting it out there and asking other people's opinion?
Oh gosh, yes, yes. I see that so much. We seek other people's advice.
Yeah.
And then even when we do make a decision, sometimes we second guess ourselves and circle back around. So yes, our inner wisdom is so valuable, and it should be not that we wouldn't sometimes want to hear other people's opinions or ideas, but it should be our inner wisdom has the ultimate North Star for us, for our individual lives.
Right. I love that. I love you calling it the North Star. It's like, yes, it's on the compass, and we can check our compass. Where are we? Are we going east when we should be going north? So yeah, I like that. I like that the wisdom in that. So I don't want to give too much away on this. This is an announcement call for our Coffee and Convo live on Sunday. It's May the 17th. Remember, last week was Mother's Day, so we had to move it forward to May the 17th, Sunday at 10 a.m. Central. And we are going to be live in my Facebook page. It's the business page at Mary Ann Pack Coaching. So if you can come back to this page, you will find us Sunday morning with Coffee and Convo live. And we will have our guest again, Manda Stack from mydivineintuition.com. So if you want to check on her, before that, you want to look around at her site, be sure to go to there. Also, if you have any questions that you would like Manda to answer for Sunday during our time together, either put them in the comments below or private message me, and I will make sure we have them ready for Manda, and she can answer your questions there. So I think that's all, and I thank you for joining us for this little brief announcement for Coffee and Convo on Sunday.
We'll see you all then. Thank you.
Thank you, Manda. Bye, y'all. Love you.